What up, world? What up, world? Back again. It's your boy Vic XL back with another interview. Y'all know how we do it right here on this channel. We keep it very, very thorough, and we introduce the world to all the artists that are breaking ground today. We give you what's next right now. And today is no different than any other day. But before we get to our artists, I want y'all to do me one big favor. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified any and every time we drop exclusive content. All right. And if you're not following us, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. All right. So we're gonna get into it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Y'all know how we do. Right now, I want y'all to put y'all hands together for King Jay Da Blountman. What's going on, my guy?
Doing all right. Doing all right. How you doing tonight?
Man, I cannot express how good I'm doing. Here in Atlanta, we just had some crazy weather, and no one I know was harmed in any way, no physical damage, no property damage. So I'm blessed and highly favored, and everybody in my circle is blessed and highly favored. So I'm doing
Yeah,
amazing.
that's the best part about that. Glad that everybody doing all right. Nobody got hurt. Hey, that's a plus.
Hey man, I
That's
gotta say, man, I'm so humbled to have you on the show. I just want to bow my head to you. You could be doing anything else, but you talking to me and the fan base of all the content we create, um, all the people at WRFG, the radio station, everything. Thank you for being here and taking this opportunity out of your busy schedule to talk to us.
yes, sir. Anytime, man. It's a blessing to be a part. It's a blessing to be a part. I'm sure it won't be the last.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, King Jay, the Blunt Man, where are you from? I always like to start at the very beginning. Where are you from?
St. Augustine, Florida. Yes, sir. The oldest city in I think the nation for real. Oldest city in nah for real. We St. Augustine, we was here first. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm from St. Augustine, Florida. Born and raised. Yes, sir.
Yeah, St. Augustine, I think, is named after one of the one of the boats, I think, that Christopher Columbus either was traveling on or something.
Mm,
I know St. Augustine is named after something that has to do with Christopher Columbus. I remember
yeah.
hearing something like that when I was in school years ago.
Yeah, it's hey, ain't no telling at this point. You could be right. But it's all kinds of stuff I hear about St. Augustine. So I learn new stuff every day about this place for real.
No doubt, no doubt. So
Yeah.
have you ever lived anywhere else other than St. Augustine?
Oh
Or
yeah. I went to school in Ohio.
okay,
It was cool. I lived in Defiance, Ohio for 2 years. Then I lived in Indiana, Greenfield, Indiana. Country as hell, cornfields left and right. I mean, animals. I mean, I lived out there for shit. I want to say at least 9 months. That was cool. Lovely. And I would say that's pretty much where every place that I've lived. I've visited a lot of places, but I've
okay,
lived, there for quite a while.
okay. What caused you to travel around to those places?
College. I wasn't entirely wanting to go home because college costed too much. So I had to, go work for one of my homeboys' grandpa, in Indiana. I just decided to get a job, leave college. So, yeah, I stayed with him and his parents at their house, fresh out of college, and got a job. Made some work
Right.
right there in Indiana. The money was good, you know what I mean? So, hey, I ain't had to pay for nothing. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. But I still gave something anyways, just for, the folks showing love and, it was great because everybody got along at the school, but, certain people was closer than others. And, we all showed love to each other just for, you know, each other, blessing each other with,
No
just
doubt.
a friendship and shit like that.
Okay. Let's rewind a little bit. What was
Hmm.
what was the early life like for you? Because you're talking about college. What was the household? What was the childhood, the teen years like for King J?
Um, it was wild. I mean, from good Lord, it was wild as hell. I don't really. I mean, we talking about stealing from Walmart to, going to church every Sunday, you know, um, football every Saturday. Yeah, we have football practice Monday through Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday, Monday through Friday. Good Lord, excuse me. And we had the games on Saturday, and Sunday was the only rest day. So, I mean, that was the only thing that we really had. And um, man, it was a lot. I mean, school was hectic for me because I always was on some class clown type shit. Um, got older, was on the women, and didn't know how to really come to school for real. Like, I mean, it was crazy to be honest. I mean, this kind of this conversation can go like really long and spread
Right,
out.
right, right. Well, was it did you come from a dual parent household or a single parent household?
Yeah, full parent, full
Okay,
parent.
okay.
Hmm.
Well, I know
Yeah,
what they
but
call I know
I was blessed to have both.
okay. I
You know,
know what that college life is like, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. When I went off to school, I was like, I probably was a semester in. It's like, man, I know I don't waste my parents' money because they did not pay for me to come down here and party.
man, I partied my ass off, but I tried school, man, and it was too expensive.
Right,
My college didn't cover the amount that I needed for me to stay in school. Like it was just really expensive. So, you know, it was only like so much that I can do at the time. Hey, I had a job for the school, you know, and then I had practice. I had to do some stuff in the morning, some stuff in the evening. So for me to have a job was just crazy. Then had schoolwork. Now I ain't even gonna lie. I had I had folks doing my schoolwork.
hey, do you want to shout any of those people out? Because if they help you get good grades, I'm sure at this point they gotta deserve some
For
recognition.
sure. Hey, shout out everybody who did my homework. Shout out everybody who did my you know help me get by with my. Hey, look, I'm not finna be. I ain't trying to be. I know what the hell Hey, for real though, and appreciate everybody who fuck with me for real.
All
The
right,
Keith Jay Da Blountman movement. That's all I'm gonna say.
okay,
Hey, start that. Nah, for real though. Hey, it was a lot going on back in the day. Back in the day, shit. We talking about 2011.
right, right.
Well,
When
2000.
when did you? At what point did you discover your artistic side? When did you fall in love with music and decide you wanted to be an artist?
So I've been in love with music because I've been playing the drums since I was 4. I had my own drum set at 4 years old. Black drum set. I never forget. I always kept it in the hallway. You had to move it out of the way. They open up the door to the bathroom in the hallway just so you can go to the bathroom. But yeah, I've been on the drums since I was 4. I had a musically inclined rapper friend of mine that wanted to do music. And well, he was a rapper, but he wanted to take it more serious. He wanted to get into it deeper. So he was at the studio one day, and I kind of wanted to know what it was like to get on the microphone and get that experience from my own point of view, my own personal, point of
Right.
view type of thing, hands on microphone, studio, the headphones on, actually getting in the microphone, trying to find my sound, trying to, you know, you know, just trying to make the best of the experience, basically. Um, yeah, and a lot of people around me were pretty satisfied, I guess, with what I put out or what I recorded. Of course, we're always our worst critic, I would say. So I mean, people were liking what I was, basically what I recorded and trying to put out for, distribution or whatever like that. So. I kind of thought about it for a while, and I wasn't really, I already had my name figured out because of me and a buddy of mine. So, I don't know, we just kind of, it all just kind of came together. It all just kind of worked out. Everything in a nutshell, I was heavily connected. So I have my buddy knew friends and buddies who knew people. So I was able to get distribution. I was able to put my first project together, serious project for distro. And everything started kind of working out, and ever since then, I just been gaining knowledge. I've just been gaining friendships, music friendships, business friendships, um, you know, uh, companies who need, a music representative, to speak on their behalf of, the media side of things like that, blah, blah, blah. I do all kinds of stuff. I try to help smaller companies. I do commercials. I do little short, jingles for small companies who try to put radio broadcast stuff on the radio. You people can hear it in the car. I have a great producer, and we are able to make commercials that you can hear. So you might hear, I don't know what you hear. Well, I guess I can't really be specific because my radio it could be different from your radio,
Yeah.
of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, but any commercial like jingle that you hear on the radio, like I do that kind of stuff, and my producer is able to put sounds behind it. So, I've actually made a whole song for a clothing line and got paid behind that. Yeah, I do not do anything for free. So, if anybody's very interested, we can get at my email at the end of this interview. But
Okay.
yeah, that's really what I do. I mean, I do a lot of different things. So just depends on the work. If I can't do it, I let companies know up ahead of time. Hey, I can't work this out, but I'll definitely give it a shot. If not, hey, I won't charge you for the time. But if I know I can do it, I'm gonna let you know up front. I have it done quickly, timely fashion. Boom, boom, boom. You can use it for whatever you want. You can buy it off of me, or we can do a percentage deal of every play type of situation. So
Right.
yeah.
Um, what made you get into that aspect? That basically that's like voiceover work. What made you get into the voiceover work?
Because it's great money and I can own everything. And when it plays, it pays. And when it pays, it stays. Which means if the company is get successful and they're making money and being on TV commercials, radio commercials, blogs, whatever, media, blah, 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 it's always going to be around. And that's what a lot of artists don't really think about. If you're doing this for real, it ain't all about the music. It's more about business, collaborations, and all of that kind of good stuff like that. But you 100% have to be in the mindset of making money. If you're already making money, that's great. But at the end of the day, This is more about business. Ain't nobody gonna give you no million, $2 million loan of money or line, unless you got some pull or you already selling shit to make some money. So let's be real. I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that's
Um,
how it works.
so what was your first, like, you speak of going to the studio with your homeboy and basically enjoying it from there.
Yeah.
Um, what was your first introduction to performing live on stage or being in front of people, you know, actually realize like, hey, I can do this in the studio, I can do this on stage because I just can do it. Like, what made you know you were built for it?
I always like to be on Front Street, and when I say Front Street, I mean like in I don't want to say like the light, but like like I used to be on some dancing shit back in the day, so I knew like I knew how to bust a fucking move for real. So it was like when I started dancing at any kind of party or whatever. People look. So I figure, whatever. I've been in talent shows. I've been in like dance contests and all this kind of type of shit. So yeah, I don't really dance anymore. But being a dancer came with being on Front Street. Front Street means, like I say, everybody around you is looking.
Right.
Everybody's trying to figure out who the hell is that. Well, everybody looking, everybody trying to figure out what's going on for real, like looking cautiously. So I mean, I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I felt like I'm meant for this. Like I even do videos, like funny videos online on my pages, my social media. Like y'all follow my shit. I'm on King J everything. Jay Da Blountman on Facebook because somebody hacked my shit and wanted to be me when I ain't really anybody yet. But still, like at the end of the day, like that's what it is. But just stay to yourself, stay real, cause it's a lot of fake shit going on. Sorry to change the subject, but
No, no. So in reading your bio and doing my research on you, I
Mhm.
also I found out you had a background. You mentioned earlier about practice. You have a background in football.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah,
let's talk about football and also how the dedication and everything that comes along with football has transcended into your music.
man. I've been playing football since, like I said, I've been playing football since I was 5. I mean 4. A 4 or 5, one of them. 5, and 5, yeah, 5, because you got to be 5 for Pee Wee. And then, matter of fact, I've been playing football since I was 6. My cousin, he started playing at 5. He was the dummy tester. Pearson Counts, that's his name. Shout out, Cuzzo. Love you, my boy. Love you. But real shit, he started playing when he was 5, and I started playing when I was 6. And I was the older one. I'm older. I'm a year older than he is, but not a year. Shit, matter of fact, a couple days because he August 12th. But I'm older than he is. But He started the first year, and I played the year after he did. So football kind of gave me that never give up type of mentality. Like do what you gonna do, and don't let nobody just put in their opinion, or if they do try to put it in, take it in for what it is, but do your thing at the end of the day type of thing. Don't give up. No is no, and but somebody else's opinion might give you, success instead of a no. All these no's, no over here, no over there, and then they could meet this one big yes that could change everything. So basically, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep being consistent. You know, you'll run into that yes at the end sooner or later. It's always going. The win don't come easy. The win do not come easy. The win comes with the person who being, you know, the most consistent, the person who always in everybody's face, the person who consistently putting out content and dropping, material for people to listen to or look at on social media, So I mean, it's all about pushing your material and your content to be
Okay,
seen and heard.
absolutely. Now I want to talk about your versatility, because in going through your musical catalog, you have very versatile music. You have music that some people could call country or country rap. You have music that's traditional hip hop. Where did the versatility come from?
Um, I grew up in the hood, but it's my block was like a country looking block. And a lot of people don't really think about it, but the people who kicked it with me around my block, they will be able to comprehend what I'm talking about. We so you can run through. So we used to play airsoft. We used to play paintball. And when
Mhm.
I tell you, it used to be motherfucking 20 people deep running through the woods. So you can run through my backyard, my parents' backyard,
Mhm.
through the woods, and you can get to the next road over, like on the next block. So you got 20 people running through the woods, got masks on, got look like police shit on, and we firing airsoft rifles and pistols, I mean, we were doing this shit like I don't even know. I mean, fucking 15, probably 15, 16 years old for real, 14 years old. We was doing this kind of like it was crazy, and I mean. If we just, I mean, to be honest, I felt like I always had this country side of me, like, but I'm hood, like I'm in the, I ain't like hood, but I'm hood, like I'm from the hood, so it's like I can't really explain it, but like right now, I live on 2 acres. I got 2 acres. I live on 2 acres. I live in the country right now. Like I can walk to the swamp where there's fucking gators and shit. You know, like dead ass. I
You
got
got any
rifles.
animal? Any
Huh?
type of animal? Any livestock?
I got a dog. That's it. I got a dog. Yeah, and there's two ponds that I can walk to about 60 feet from my yard, and it's got gators in it. We fish and we fish all the time. I do a bunch of different country type shit. Like I ain't trying to be, somebody that I'm not. I just never really broadcasted it or speak on it. Who knows? People got their own opinion, which I don't really give a damn about. But I'm not the one to be like I say, flashy with shit. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean this, and this is just me though,
Right.
my deep gold teeth. I mean, fuck, this is me. But I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like try to be all stunner status with shit. Like, nah, that's not how the fuck I get down. I try to be as low and chill as possible. Like, I don't want to be going to places and people freaking out. Like, can't you tell about? Oh my god! Hey, listen, just chill. All right, just relax. I'm just like you for real. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't. And I know it's gonna start happening, but I ain't. I'm human. I'm just like y'all. I bleed the same thing y'all bleed. Like. I understand, the excitement. I get it, but just relax. That shit kind of overwhelming sometimes.
When I was going through your discography, your first release was in 2018. I actually have it pulled up. Uh, you had a joint called Jack Sparrow. What has changed from your 2018 release to your most current release, your album Versatile?
By quality of music, 100%, 100%. Excuse me. My quality of music, 100%. My flows, my understanding of the flow that I'm deciding to use. My delivery. My choice of melody and how I decide to deliver the melody. Mm, there's so much that I've understood from the music side of things to where, you know, it makes so much more sense in my head, uh, melody wise, and the choices of sounds and flows that you pick on specific songs. Like the more it lines up and sounds more together and like more one, the song and the vocals and the melody, the more that matches and sounds more together like one, the more you can call your song a hit. Like, and a lot of people don't have those, and a lot of people do. And some people got them and sitting on them, but just can't get them out yet.
Right.
Like me, to be honest. I got one song that, I mean, what, I don't have no songs with like a million streams.
Right.
I don't have any projects that's got, so I got a project that's got like almost 300,000 streams, but I don't have a project. I got one song with over 100,000 streams, but I don't have nothing touching a million streams, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Hey, I'm moving up. I'm moving up,
No, you
and
yeah.
yeah, and I'm doing everything independently, and I'm not down in myself at all. I'm just saying in general, like I don't know. I'm doing everything a little bit different this year. I'm hopefully, I'm hopefully trying to, I wouldn't say take off on social media, but I'm getting my social media presence more louder than ever, I guess I could say,
Mhm.
because I'm getting them and my followers and people like that more involved, I guess I can say. I'm dropping more content than I used to. But then I stopped, slow down, blah, blah, blah. But I'm trying to get back to what I used to do all the time. So slowly getting there, but it's working.
All right. Now you mentioned social media, and you also mentioned the comedic aspect of it.
Yeah,
What has made you? Because I ain't gonna lie, especially I know some artists who actually rose to fame and they're very successful on the music side now, but they started out with the comedy. They kind of built their fan base from the comedy side, then brought them over to the music side. Sometimes it seems I don't know if it's easier from the comedy side, but it seems like
yeah,
the people resonate with you if they know you're funny and then they're willing to listen. Um, what
yeah.
has, what has made you introduce comedy to what you're doing?
That it started with the comedy first. To be honest, like you said, it's easy to be funny because sometimes funny is original. You know, funny is if it's in you, it's in you. Some people ain't got it. Some people got the switch where they can turn it on like no goddamn tomorrow type of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those that I can turn it on whenever the time need be in, but it's just got I got to be feeling it. I got to be in the mood, and it's just got to make sense. To be honest, I'm not gonna do nothing that I know ain't gonna be funny, and even if I'm trying to be funny, it's gotta be funny,
Right.
you know, and you'll know when it's funny because it'll rub you different than any other material that you talking about or putting out. So
Have you ever
you'll
done
know.
any? Have you ever done anything from a comedic standpoint where people took serious, or have you ever done anything from a serious standpoint and people took comedic?
No, I have not. I would like to, because I know it would be funny. Not saying like I will be like the next hell Desi Banks or any of them guys. Hey, shout out to y'all because y'all funny as hell.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. I feel like I could possibly get to their neck of the woods, but I need some of my like I done been viral before, but you know, it's only so much of stuff you got. I mean, you got to be down there back to back with the material as you going viral in the hot spot of the moment, heat of the moment type of shit. So you just got to be able to put out shit that's gonna go with what you got out that's already going viral, and so that stuff will pick up the viral train as it's coming out. And once you get like five, 4 or 5 videos going viral, shit, all your other stuff is already gonna pop for real. It's just you just got to come out. You got to keep dropping stuff and dropping stuff, and the more you drop it, the more people gonna be looking. I don't have 4 Facebooks, three. I don't four. I don't have 2 Facebooks go viral, and they both got taken from me.
Do you know
And
why? Why did your Facebook get taken?
I don't know. One went viral, and they got taken from me. The other one, they was charging me $250 to get a page back, and I'm like, motherfucker, you keep that page. And the page I got now, it went viral because I posted some funny shit of somebody else doing some stupid shit. And then I ended up posting right behind it. And like I was just telling y'all, you put videos on the viral wave. That the video that's going viral, my video of me ended up getting about 100,000 views right behind the one that's got 1.6 million views. So I got a viral page right now. I wouldn't say, but it was. So it was at about 680 something thousand. And I started talking about some government stuff. And now I'm sitting at about 36,000.
So you lost some after you talked about the government stuff?
Yeah. With, yeah. I had about 680 something 680 something, 600, I don't know, 680 something thousand followers.
Okay.
And now I'm sitting at 36,000. I went to sleep and woke up and I was sitting at 36,000. So I was like, you know what? Okay,
We ain't doing the politics.
you motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say nothing else about nothing else. All right. It's just funny. I don't know what else I did different. But at the end of the day, all right, my bad. Like, can I get my followers back? I know
No
they're
doubt.
not. I know they're not coming back, but good God Almighty,
Um, is it hard wearing the hats of both making music and trying to create content that's gonna make people laugh?
nah, because I can do it all in between. Like while I'm doing something, making a video shoot for something else, I can keep my camera on, and I'm bound to say something funny. I'm bound like like I can't go a day without doing some kind of funny material or saying something funny or doing something funny. And I do it all the time because I'm like, damn, I should have got it on camera. Damn, I wish I had my camera on. Man, why wasn't I recording this at this time? Blah, blah, blah. I'm always missing good content, you know? And I kind of actually hate it, but, I'm not going to lie. I still have a job. I still work. I still do side stuff, side work, side money. I don't move for nothing less than $500. If it's an easy job, quick job, I could do $300. If it ain't that, I'm not getting up. I'm not moving side work wise, but my everyday job, you know,
Right.
I actually grew up working with my dad, so I know how to do a heap of shit. Thank the Lord. I hated it back then, going to work all the time, not really getting to go hang out with the guys, friends, little friends, whatever, blah blah blah. But now I love it because I can get a job at the snap of a fucking finger because of my dad.
So as an artist, and this I want to close this interview talking about this latest project, Versatile. But
Yeah.
as an artist, because artists, even if you're an artist and a versatile artist like yourself, you're going to get put in a box, even though you're trying to show the world that I don't want to be in your box, I don't fit your box. Fans tend to put you in a box. As
Right.
an artist, what box do you feel like you've been put in, or what do you feel like the fan base who've gravitated to your music, what type of music do they associate you with?
Um, they might associate me with a little bit of, I don't know, Shabuzi, Bailey Zimmerman, I don't know, Margaret Wallen. Those are the people that I listen to. I still love rap, you know, Young
Right,
Dolph, uh, T Grizzly, you know, the Sauce Walker, the old Migos, old me. I like the old me. Chinatown.
right.
Uh, it's a lot of old school rap that I like, but a lot of this a lot of this new school shit, most of it ain't worth the hell. And I get on the radio and I want to turn it off. I'm like, why is my shit not on the radio?
Right.
But I understand how the shit works. Levels to this shit, levels to this game. But sometimes it's like fuck them levels, man. Let's be real. People got heat out here that need to be heard for real. And I think that's another reason why gatekeepers are gatekeepers because they scared when that heat drop and them folks who be going viral from social media. If the heat drop like they be going viral on social media all the time consistently, these artists that they call A-list artists won't be A-list artists. It's gonna be people doing this everywhere for real.
Um, do
For
you all right, you mentioned Shabuzi. How do you feel about the success of artists like Shabuzi, the artists of color who are now thriving in the country lane or the country rap lane? Because there are a lot of artists of color now that are emerging and that are appealing to fans of country music or fans of country rap.
So first off, y'all copy me, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that because I've been doing this shit for a long time, and y'all not gonna tell y'all I ain't copying me because y'all copy me, and my country single that I have got 100,000 streams, and plus. So y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all ain't copy me, but it's okay. I ain't gonna put no soldier boy talking like I did it first, but at the end of the day. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all copy me, but I'm gonna congratulate you because it was a good move, realizing that hip hop ain't the only thing that's selling right now. So some of y'all that's moving the country, congratulations. Finally, you realized it, but also you're late because I've been doing it. But I'm not as big as y'all, so I ain't trying to build no steam or stir up no, whatever. Oh, he trying to be what is it, gaining clout. No, I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm just saying like I did that shit first. And my By the Water song that I did first is called By the Water. You can check it out. You can check out that. You check out all my other stuff. Check out my new stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm glad y'all realizing that. I don't know. Hip hop is where it's at. It never gets old. But there's more genres to be reached. And I've been doing this.
Okay.
I've been on it. I've been on it. I've been on it. But
Let's
congratulations.
talk a little, let's talk a little bit about Versatile before we leave. How
Hmm.
has you really? It's been out not even quite a month yet. How has it been received, and why are there no features?
Versatile. Because I wanted to show my versatility is why there's no features. My other projects that have features, I love doing features. I love doing features with good artists that makes good music and that's consistent and that also has a following like I do, or greater. I always like to work with people that got more than me so that can greater my want to be better, do better, shine better, grow. There's always room for improvement. That's okay to want better and want more for yourself. You know what I mean? So I always try to work with, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get my numbers up to where their numbers are, or, be greater one day, some type of thing like that. But yeah, that's pretty much uh, everything that I would say in a nutshell. What was the other part of that question? You asked two questions in one. So I answered
Um,
one. What was the
well,
other?
you answered why you haven't had, and how has the project been received? It hasn't been out 30 days, but it's been out about 3 weeks. How has it been received?
I'm sitting at about 45,000 streams right now.
Okay, that's good.
So
That's dope.
we almost touching half of, 100K. Um,
Have you shot any visuals off of it yet?
yeah, I got some visuals in my head. That is a country, it's a country bop. I shot visuals to a rap hip hop bop called um, Blue Cheese that is actually doing damage on internet radio right now. I mean, damage. The guy who runs the radio station literally hit my line the other day and told me that Blue Cheese is actually getting requested the most on the station right now. I actually have a screenshot of the playlist request.
Dope.
And my name is like running from the ceiling to the floor on that motherfucker. So I'm thankful that everybody calling requests my song Blue Cheese. Get ears on it. Make sure you listen to it. It's banging on my new project, Versatile. King Jay Da Blountman Versatile. It's all kind of music on there. Yeah, it's bangers on there for sure.
What's your favorite joint on there?
Oh my God, I knew it was coming. God dang it. I don't know, man. Golly. I can narrow it down to I can't even, man. I'll give you my top three, I would say. And there's only 9 songs. I can give you top three.
All right, let's. I'm pulling them up now.
All
What are
right.
you, what's your top three?
Whiskey Man.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Whiskey Man. All right. God, this is hard because I love fishing. I fish quite a bit. I grew up fishing. So I would say Whiskey Man in my head and between blue cheese and fishing.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like respect too because respect is like a different rap vibe other than today's shit that you normally hear.
If you could have a dream collaboration with any artist, past or present, who would it be?
Damn. That's a hell of a window. I know Lil Snoop will be on there. Lil Snoop. Speaker knockers, uh, uh, shit. I like to do a lot of turn up shit sometimes, so I wouldn't mind having the baby, cause he got a flow sometimes. When I want to do like that country shit, I want to do something with Morgan Wallen.
No Shabuzi?
Yeah, Shabuzi for sure. Heck yeah, Shabuzi. Morgan Wallen, Shabuzi. I want to do something with the guy who sings "I Got My Boots on the Ground."
Oh, that his 803 Fresh.
Yeah, he nice too. Yeah, he is definitely nice. There's a couple nice features that I could get off of my, Luke Combs. He's nice. I would love to have a Young Dolph feature. I would love to have a Sauce Walker feature. Ooh wee, Sauce Walker. Hey, showing love, man. Peso, peso. Y'all boys, I appreciate y'all boys. AT Grizzly be sliding. God dang. Of course, uh, my music too out of pocket for Kendrick. Kendrick got his own realm of shit.
Yeah.
But if I was to make something that would be for him, yeah.